Hey, hi, how are you doing today? Let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me. Hold on, I'm getting my mic here. Uh, yeah, can you hear me? Hi, Dawn. Uh, my computer has been making issues, so I hope you can hear me. Whew. So, is it only you, Dawn, in here today? Hopefully, the rest of them will show up soon. Oh, that's good, Dawn. How are you doing? Hopefully, you'd had a wonderful weekend. Whew. I have just been Nurse Mia to the rescue, and I was running a little late to the live, so I'm hot right now. Oh God, I need something cold here. So, what is your plan today, Dawn? Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Dawn. Diamond painting is the best way to spend a weekend. Don't forget to hydrate. I enjoy the last few days. Maybe today is the last day of sun for a while because the weather thingy is saying that we're gonna have a lot of rain the next few days. Not that I'm complaining. We need the rain. But yeah. My weekend, um mostly relaxed. And today I've been home alone for most of the day. David has been out with his new biking friends to the western part of Jutland to drive around, I don't know, 100 kilometers. And he came home with a busted knee. Yeah. So that is why I've been Nurse Mia to the rescue, because I had to. He took a bath, of course. He was, I don't know, there was dust all over because it's so dry. And then, after the bath, I had to clean the wound and make sure that there's no rock or debris in it, and then dress it. It took a while, but. And then tomorrow I have to go to the pharmacy to get some. Um, what's the name of them? Bandages. Oh, God. Yeah, I have to go to get some bigger bandages because the ones we have were too small. So we use some of these little compression thingies, and put on some tea tree oil. Um, he fell. They were driving in a big group, and apparently it went a little too fast. So the those in front of the group were braking rather abruptly, and he tried to brake, and then his shoes are in these little clamps, so he didn't get his foot out of the clamp fast enough, so he fell and took off with his knee. So yeah, I have pictures, but people are screaming, so I don't want to show. Yeah, he's okay though. He was sitting there very bravely and let me probe in it with tweezers and clean it with cotton buds and everything. So yeah, he's good at that. It's just, I want to make sure that it's clean because you don't want infections and stuff like that. So for the next few days, I'm going to clean it every day to make sure that infections stay away. Sorry. I'm throwing things around here. But yeah, I'm working on getting that wound healed up nicely. I was on the interweb looking, how to clean a wound perfect, as in the right way, and yeah. And there is a one point where we don't agree because I read, I'm so low down on the screen. I'm on it. There you go. No, my webcam is annoying. Um, on the doctor's pages on the internet, it says keep the bandage on as long as possible. Don't let don't take the bandage off to let it air because that is an old myth. And David is like, yeah, well, my teaching says that it helps to take the bandage off during the night, not the first day. And I'm like, well, the interweb says and the doctor says. So we're like, well, we're not on the same page here. Well, yeah, he's gonna have the bandage on for the day, but it is the most annoying place to have a bandage on. It is, you have your knee, and then it's right under the knee, so everything is moving around as you move your leg, and then the bandage is having a hard time staying put. So yeah, we'll see, we'll see. I have to go find some bigger bandages tomorrow because these little compressor thingies, they're not good, but it has to do until tomorrow. Mm, yeah. Who else is in here but me and Don? I can see four people. So I'm still I'm still working on the amethyst from Enabler's Outpost, and I have barely begun the second row. I'm so slow this time around. Hi, Leslie. How you doing? Apparently, I don't know why this is taking me so long. Usually, confetti isn't an issue. I've just been preoccupied, I think. And I haven't, I don't know, it's been slow going. Which, it isn't a race. I know that. I'm just wondering why it's taking me so long because it's only 50 centimeters wide. At least I should have done 2 rows by now. But yeah, we'll see. It'll be finished when it's finished. I still wonder what's wrong with my webcam here. Hold on. There you go. Much better. She is beautiful, Dawn. I've just finished the top of her hair, and now, where did my picture go? Hold on. Where am I? I'm just, over here. So I will be doing most of her face in this row, and she is beautiful. I mean, look at her. That pose she's doing. And I love all the reds and the purples and yeah. Ooh, Starry Night? The original one or some of the newer ones, Leslie? I like Starry Night. I think Starry Night was one of my very first diamond paintings. Can I find it maybe? Is it down here? Um, which one is this? I mean, this is some of the very, very first diamond paintings I did. No, this is the piggies. You want to see my very first square? This was my very, very first square diamond painting. It was one that I inherited because the woman who bought it sadly passed away. So my sister-in-law brought it over here for me to do it. I wonder where my Starry Night went. Yes, me too, Leslie. Amethyst is so beautiful. Oh, the diamond dots one. Yeah, it is beautiful. I wonder. It should be here somewhere. Hold on a minute. I might have thrown it out because it was just ugly. It's we have this. It is a garden shop, but they have all these knickknacks, and they have a lot of very, very, very cheap diamond paintings. So that's the first one I bought. I don't want to spend a lot of money on it if I didn't like it. And it was Starry Night. Um, and it was with round drills. I mean, the first few diamond paintings I did was with round drills. and it wasn't my thing. That's why I was happy when I inherited that square one, because that's when I found out. Ooh, I just have to do the square ones, because these round ones, they're not my jam. Hi, Robbie. Good morning to you. How did it go, Robbie? Did you raise a lot of money? Let me know. Let me know. And how did your diamond painting sell? Robbie was at a fundraiser to raise money for kids with CP, just like Robbie has, for them to go to a camp. So they were doing darts and other fundraising things. So I hope you did well, Robbie. I really do. I have been thinking about you all weekend, hoping that you would raise a lot of money for those kids. I hope you had a very good night of sleep. It was going on for 25 hours. I wouldn't be able to. You did 30K. Oh my God, Robbie. Congratulations. That is a lot of money. How many kids can you send to the camp? Wow. That is amazing. I'm so happy for you. That is amazing. 30K. That's not bad. That is almost one an hour. That is great. You're not sure? Okay. I mean, what would it cost? Hey, Beth Ann, how are you doing? Would it be like thousands a kid or something? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, over here, in our Danish kroners is less valuable, but over here, a camp would be at around 1,000 kroners, which would be around $150 maybe. I don't know. We don't use a lot of camps here. We have football camps and gym camps and stuff like that. For one child, it is 3,500. That is a lot of money. So how long is that camp then? I'm shocked. 3,500 for one kid. That is how much? 714. That is around 20,000 Danish kroners for 1 week. Robbie, I could go on vacation with my husband for that kind of money. Almost 2 weeks. Wow. That's crazy. No, wait, I'm wrong. 2,000 Danish. No. Hold on. I need Google. I told you I'm not good with math, especially not now. So, three, yeah, it must be around US. Yeah. Oh, it's 23,924.60 Danish kroner. Almost 24,000 Danish kroner for 1 week. I could go on a vacation for 2 weeks for that. That is crazy, Robbie, but I'm happy that almost 10 kids can go. What do they do in one of these camps, Robbie? Now I'm curious. How are you doing, Bethan? How is everybody doing? How was your weekend? I know what your weekend was like, Robbie, but how about Leslie and Beth Ann? And who else is in here? See, I see people in here. They're just not talking. So that means they're working and lurking, which they're more than welcome to. Just remember to give me a thumbs up, okay? While you're working and lurking. Only 2 thumbs up and 7 people in here. Please give me a thumbs up. I don't need them, apparently. Well, I don't need them. My channel needs them. Hi, Glitter Angel. How are you doing? Happy to see you here. I'm still trying to cool down after that stressful well, it wasn't stressful. It was just later. And then I had about 40 minutes before I had to be in here. But that is a deal David and I had for, I don't know, almost 20 years by now, that he worries about me when all of this doesn't work. And I take care of all his little wounds and scrapes. They had swimming play games and PJ parties. PJ parties are the best. I want a PJ party. So, how many of you can come here to have a PJ party? I mean, I'm not that far away, am I? It's just an 8-hour flight for some of you. Oh, that would be fun, wouldn't it? Maybe we could do a virtual PJ party one day. Wouldn't that be fun? Hmm, maybe that was an idea. So that I can learn to use StreamYard and we could have a pajama party and you would all be able to join me. Maybe not all at once, but we could do, that would be fun. That's right, Glitter Angel is Michelle. Sorry, Beth Ann. Oh, yeah, you slipped and fell. You went to hospital and rehab. You broke your neck? I'm sorry, Beth. You're, you have the worst luck I've ever seen anybody have. You keep getting hurt, Beth Ann. Have you considered bubble wrap? Because that way we make sure that you don't hurt yourself anymore. You really, really do seem to attract all these injuries. I hope this was the last one, really. I do, sweetie. Oh, dear. Ooh, you were next on the list, Leslie? Wow. Which one did you get? What colors? I'm on that list too, but I'm not sure if I really need any of them anymore. Yes, Bethan, you need a helmet and a bubble wrap. Which colors? I want to know. Ooh, and how many of you got anything yesterday with the? It was almost only darn it, what's the name? Two of them were Chuck Pinson, and the rest of them were. I know her. God damn it, what's her name? Help me out. What's the name of her? Cheryl Baker. Ha! So, how many of you got anything? I didn't get anything. I'm trying to be good. I've put myself on a strict only if these come back in stock or are being released, then I can buy them. Leslie, you got you got unicorn, summer sunset, and chartreuse. Wow. And Bethan, you got the pumpkin and flower in jars. Cool. And Dawn got sunrise on the sea. That's not bad. See, I wasn't all good, but I didn't buy any diamond paintings. But I did buy trays from Bella at Nicole. Yeah, they had that. Oh, I found it on Unimate's side. Wait, who's fighting me? Okay, anyway. Um, it's a color that I have been wanting since forever, apparently. Um, what? Where did it go? This color. I guess you all know it, right? The pink that goes to purple. I have been in love with that color since I saw it the first time. And then I asked Nicole, "Do you have this?" And she said, "Yes, we do." And I I fell in a rabbit hole. And then there was another color that I liked, so I have two sets coming, and now I'm on a no tray. It's kind of like I'm also on a on a no more pens because I don't know I can't use more than one. Well, usually when I diamond paint, I have like three or four that I alternate against. How many pens do you use when you diamond paint? Thank you, Beth, and it's so pretty. I do love that coloring. Yeah. Oh, and I finally got the wizard one that were released almost a month ago. It was held hostage in France for I don't know 14 days or so, and I finally got it. And I had the feeling David looked at me more. And I was like, well, this one was ordered almost a month ago. That's not my fault it didn't come until now, is it? I wonder what everybody's up to today. Nobody's here. Well, anyway, people can watch it on hashtag replay. Maybe it's because it's so nice and warm outside and everybody wants to be in the garden or go swimming or be at Disneyland or whatever people do. But I'm happy y'all are here. What are you up to Michelle? What are you doing today? See Bethana doing paint gems, those little ones. I haven't tried those. Um, I don't. I, they're rounds, aren't they? I think they are. Isn't the paint gem one rounds? Or do I remember wrong? Bethan, are the rounds the ones that you have from paint gem? I mean, they have a set with cats that I would. Oh, they're squares. Huh. Hmm. Then maybe I have to try them. You're relaxing, Michelle. That is absolutely the best thing you can do. Then I might have to try the cat one. Hmm. I mean, you got the mystery one, Bethan. Huh. I don't know why I was sure they were round. Maybe because most of the smaller ones seems to be round. Well, good. They're square. I can try them when I'm done with some of all these. I mean, this is my third copyrighted one this year. I mean, I'm not fast, but considering that I started in what was my first? My first one was the Newt and Niffler in March, and then I did the Secret Garden in April and May, and now this one. So I mean, it's not that bad. I might get to finish four maybe. Plus, most of them are bigger ones. I might pick up the pace if I'm doing some that hasn't that much confetti in it. And if it is getting colder, I guess I'm getting more time. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah. Oh, we were yesterday evening. We were visiting my mother-in-law. She has been in the hospital this week from Monday to Thursday because she had a um, she didn't drink enough, so she was dehydrated, and then her blood pressure was way too low. We were there Monday around midday to make sure she has this hydrating things in her room because it is very dry in her apartment. So we have this thing put up that gives, some moisture into the air. I forgot the name of it. Anyway, it is called Eva, which have any of you seen Wally? Yeah, we call her Eva. we're childless, I know. Anyway, we were there on Monday, and usually when we, come in and she's there, she's all smiles and hi and how are you doing and I'm happy to see you. But Monday, there was one of the assistants sitting and eat with her because they found out that she's very suspicious and it hasn't been lessened over the past 6 months. So she's pretty sure, and not every time, but sometimes she's sure that they're trying to poison her. So they started, sitting next to her and eating with her because then apparently she isn't as suspicious because they're eating too. So she was in her room, and one of the assistants was sitting in with her, helping her to eat and eating her own food. And she was like all slumped, and she was more asleep than awake. And I was like, this isn't right. I mean, even though she'd been up most of the night, this was weird. Um, and I talked to the assistants, and she showed me her plates, and I was like, she haven't eaten. She's barely touched the food. So, and she told me, yeah, I'm gonna have the nurse. They each have a nurse that is, connected to some of the residents there. So they were gonna call the nurse that's connected to my mother-in-law. Um, so they we left again because we had some things to do. The nurse came in and they wanted to call, I'm not sure what it's called, but then instead they winded up calling 911 to take her to the hospital because they found out that she was dehydrated and had a low blood pressure. So yeah, we were down there on Wednesday to check on her, and she looked better, absolutely. But yeah, it was good that she was down there. Really, she needed it. And then yeah, she came home Thursday. She called David when she came back, and she was so happy to be back. And oh, I want to stay here, and oh, now I have to go so that I can go and check out all the facilities here, which is good. And then on Friday, my sister-in-law were there, you know, to visit, and then she went back home again. And then we were there yesterday, and she was happy and she was talkative. Well, in the beginning, she wasn't very happy. She was, yeah, suspicious and sure that she was going to move. And then there was this food group she was in that had kicked her out. And yeah, but, she got in a better mood and we were just talking and trying to figure out, where was her mind at. And then when we left we came there, I don't know, maybe a quarter after 7 p.m., like 7:15 in the p.m., and we left again at around 10 p.m. because she was tired. And David had to go home to bed because he had to go up early today. So yeah, and yeah. I told her, I'll be back on Tuesday because then we have this chair gymnastics that she has. I mean, she needs to do it. The hospital said that she needs to move more to get her limbs moving, and maybe she'll end up drinking more. And because when we were there yesterday, I mean, she was close to going to bed, right? And she had barely gotten 1 liter in that whole day. When she came from the hospital, she had an IV in because they were trying to help her get more fluids in because it's warm and they don't want her to dehydrate again. She pulled it out. Yeah. She was like, yeah, this is annoying. I'm gonna pull it out. Then they called a nurse or a doctor, I'm not sure, and the person tried to put in a new IV, and she wasn't having it. So they were going to try again today because she absolutely need that fluid. So I haven't heard anything because David hasn't been home. So yeah, I hope that they succeeded today because she does need it. But yeah, so we have to see. It has been quite the week. But yeah, it's never boring having family, isn't it? You got so quiet. Or are you just listening to me and working? I hope you are. You never told me if you wanted to do the PJ party. Wouldn't that be fun, or is it just in my head? Let me know. Also, if you're watching this on replay, what would you think of doing a PJ party on my channel? Wouldn't that be fun? I don't know. Please let me know, both in the chat down below and in the live chat, what you think about that idea. I mean, it would be a bad idea if none of you like it, but yeah. Mm, but yeah. Oh, God. You're almost always in your PJs at home, Leslie. You know, I'm almost always, if I can get away with it at home, I'm almost always out of my bra. Especially now that I'm weaning off of um, my methadone. I don't like things that is strapping me in. You know, it's too close to my skin and it hurts. And no, so I am mostly wearing either a dress or some loose, you know, so that I can move without being strapped in, if you know what I mean. I mean, sometimes even a pair of leggings is too tight. Oh yeah, it's weird. What else was my symptoms? I can't remember anymore. Yeah, wouldn't it be better having a PJ party? I think it would be fun, but I mean, we need more than just a few. It's funny, we never had that as a child. I would have friends coming over for a sleepover, but I don't think I ever had a been at a slumber party. Maybe it wasn't that popular over here like 30, 35 years ago. Yeah, I Leslie have MS and I feel the same about feeling constricted by clothes. I'm bra free for a year and so happy about it. See, I can't leave the house without a bra because the girls is heading south and that doesn't look it doesn't look nice. See, all of us in here have one thing or another. Dawn, you have lupus and close fitting clothes hurt sometimes. I know. I know. And this is some I can do it myself because I'm pressuring down more. If David is you know, just go lightly over here, it hurts. But now I'm pressing down on it more than he would do, and it's okay. Or if I go like this, you know, it is okay. But if I just touch lightly, it hurts like a biatch. And so I have other places around my body that's the same. You wear a tank top under? Yeah, I know people that does that. Maybe I should. Or these um you know, bras that isn't a bra, these training tops. You could do that too. But they constrict me. They're like, ugh. So yeah. The only thing is in the summer, when if they aren't above, there is this whole sweaty situation. I think it's dependent on how big your breasts is, I think. And I'm sorry if this is TMI for some of you all watching this. I mean, we're only 4 people in here, so yeah. But if some of you watching later, I'm sorry for the TMI. You ought to know by now that I'm oversharing sometimes. That is who I am. What is everybody drinking today? I know if Robbie is still here, he drinks tea. And Beth Ann, you drink water, right? You can't drink tea or coffee. What do you drink, Michelle, if you're still here? I don't know. Ice cold water. Okay. Have you ever heard? Because I've done this. Ouch. I read this years ago by now. Then, when it is hot outside, you should drink hot beverages like coffee or tea or Coke or something like that. Because if you drink something very, very cold, your body has to work to cool it to your body's temperature, which means you're creating more sweat. And the same in the winter, you should drink something that is more cold because then again, your body doesn't need to cool it off. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, I know, but it's actually okay. Even though I'm drinking coffee, I don't break out in a sweat more than I already do. But if I drink something that is very cold, I I end up sweating because my body needs to heat it up. Hey Anthony, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. What are you doing today? So Michelle, you drink flavored water, and Leslie always drinking coffee. What are you drinking today, Anthony? And how are you and Apollo doing today? Oh yeah, water and ginger ale, Bethan. That's right. So did you sell all of your diamond paintings, Anthony? No, I didn't forget to show up, but it was at 2 a.m. and I was on my way to bed, so I couldn't support you on that big D stash. But I guess even Berta caved. She was telling me, I don't need anybody, but I might show up just to see. See, I'm missing all my. I only have Dawn in here as a mod. What happened to Berta and Angie and Morgana? Where is everybody today? They're outside, I'm sure of it. Are you going for a hike today, Anthony? Or maybe you go swimming. Oh, that would be nice. Except I don't swim here. I only swim when I'm down south. Yeah. Oh, you talked about going camping, Anthony. Have you been? I have been really, really bad at watching videos lately. I've been in my own little pity party here with all the weaning of medicine and everything else going on. So I need to catch up, like really. Hopefully, if the weather is going to rain, I can just sit in here watching videos, doing my own videos. But yeah, sometimes when it's this. Hello, Rashif. Yeah, how are you doing? Leslie, it is almost pure confetti. It is amazing. Um, it has a little bit of color blocking, especially at the edges. Come on here. I'm not sure it's really seeing here, but all around the diamond painting, it has a white edge, like 3 to 4 drills white. So that is almost the only color blocking I've had so far. The rest of it is more or less confetti. So lots of confetti. But I can see I'm getting a little, line blocking as I go down further. I can't see the bottom because it's rolled up. But yeah, I do like confetti. I absolutely do. But that is why it's going so slow. But yeah. Do you like confetti, Leslie, or do you prefer um, color blocking? Wait, even Nina isn't here today. Huh. Everybody's outside. Everybody around here is barbecuing or they are doing gardening. When I woke up this morning, I was like, I opened the window to get in some fresh air, and I could hear people, cutting their and the word disappeared. The hedges. See, there it was. Because most people do this around here, and I heard people walking their dogs, and I just like that. People talking in their gardens, and it's amazing. You like a mix, Leslie? I mean, if it's smaller patches of color blocking, I'm okay with that. I'm I'm not a big fan of big patches of color blocking. Anthony, we're headed out for a hike shortly. I went to the water park for my birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, belated, Anthony. So you're tired. You were there all day. Oh, that is an amazing way to spend your birthday. So I get that you had a beautiful, wonderful birthday. Did you get any gifts? And which one, if I may ask? I'm curious. Ooh, water park. We don't have that here. We only have a yes, everybody say happy birthday to Anthony. He deserves those. How young are you now, Anthony? If we may ask. Ooh, happy birthdays. My birthday is in September, so it's a long way out. I have been so bad at wishing people happy birthday this year. It's almost embarrassing. Um, but my mind has been all over the place, so I will do better, okay? I will try to do better. I won't promise anything. But yeah. Paige, hi. Welcome. How are you doing? Do you still have it hot where you are? Would it be hot or warm? I heard somebody once told me that if you say hot, that means something dirty, I think. And warm is that you're just warm. I'm not sure if that's true, but that is what people told me. And now I'm squeamish about saying that I am hot because I'm always thinking about what people told me and like, but that is what I mean. I don't know. Why should languages be this hard? Can't we just say what we want to without people? It is silly, isn't it? I mean, I am warm, yes, I am, but I mean, what would we say here? You see, we don't have two different words. We would just say one. I mean, I'm warm, really. Your daughter finally went to sleep, Paige? Yeah, it is warm. I guess it's because of the heat that she can't sleep. Because most children have difficulty sleeping when it's this warm outside. But yeah, that is it. Do you have it? Did you have a notification that it will be storming and hailing tomorrow page. We have it, well, not all over the news, but it isn't the news. And watch out. And if you live here, it might be dangerous weather. I'm like, yeah. Do you know how many times they have told us that? And absolutely nothing has happened. And I'll be looking out the window and go, where is all that rain and hail and storm that we're talking about? Because that is sunshine. Oh my God. Most people over here, they don't believe in the weather forecasts anymore. They're like, yeah, I'll just look out the window and see what's happening. No storm? Okay. We do need the water though. I mean, David and I talked about we could use, I don't know, 4 days of just, slow drizzling because everything is so dry. So if it just comes down like crazy, it'll just, run off the ground. And that isn't what we need right now. We need a 4 day drizzle and everything will be okay again, I guess. And I have an issue to stay inside. Not that I don't have one anyways, but people are always like, why do you stay inside if it's so nice and hot outside? And I'll be like, well, I have stuff to do inside. And inside is where I have all my stuff. I mean, I can't, because of since it's so warm outside, we have a lot of dust and little critters and I don't know what. So I can't sit outside diamond painting. No. And if I sit outside and knit, well, I can do that, but I would need to sit somewhere in the shade because if I don't, my yarn will, lose the colors. See, it's not easy. I mean, I could sit outside doing nothing with my fan, but that's boring. I mean, I had my ear acupuncture um, Thursday, and that is okay for me just to sit and listen. I'm like, and I listen to the birds and to the wind in the trees, and they have cows on the other side of the road where she's living, and I just sit there, closed eyes, and just listen because I never do that here. If I'm home, I'm like doing this and doing that, and I have an audiobook in my ears, and I talk to the cat, and I'm never just here. Um, Hi, Elisa. I hope you did, Leslie. I am not, see, TMI again. I'm not sweating as much as I did before. So I hope that was because of the acupuncture. She told me there was one needle that you could move a little and that it would help with the withdrawal symptoms. Um, and she did that. And I hope that is it. I'm still, hurting all over, hurting all over. And I'm not sure if that's going to disappear again, especially and it is just the left side of my lower back is hurting crazy. Um, so yeah, how are you doing, Elisa? Hopefully you're doing okay and you're not in too much pain. But yeah, and this is a funny thing. Well, it isn't funny, it's actually quite annoying for me. I have the needles in both ears, and when she's doing the needles in my left ear, it pinches and hurts a little when she's putting them in, right? And I'm little. But if she puts the needle in my right ear, it's just like tuck, 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 tuck. And I'm rarely even flinching, and it doesn't hurt or anything. And I don't get it. Why does one ear hurt and the other one doesn't? I need to ask someone. I don't know. And the funny thing again, I've told you the first 2 times that one of the needles keep falling out. Well, this time one needle fell out again, but this time it was another one. The first two times it was the same needle, the same spot it fell out. This time it was another one. I don't get it. So yeah, I'm sorry, Elisa. I mean, this weather, it's not funny being in poor health. I mean, everybody's outside and having fun, and you're just there. I can't do that today. But again, you have an excuse to be inside. Diamond painting or whatever. I'm quite lucky that I haven't had really bad days. I mean, besides from all the fun with my medication, I am down 1.5 pill now. So I have 2.5 left. Um, and then I'm not, I changed my amount last Sunday, but I'm going to wait until I've been to the doctor on Tuesday, because I've decided to take it a little slower because, most of all my withdrawal symptoms began when I took the half of Sunday. Um, but we'll see. My nurse told me that I could, take one half off every week, or if I felt like it, I could, do a half every 14th day. Um, but I think like maybe this time I'll wait 10 days and see if it does anything. If not, I have to ask them, can you give me anything that will help? Because it's not funny. She did tell me that one of my medications might help, but I have forgotten how much it was that I could change that. But yeah, it is something else. But yeah. 9. Yay, we're getting people in. The new ones who haven't already, would you please give me a thumbs up? It helps. Oh, and I have to ask, how many of you saw my unboxing on Friday? And how horrible was it? Ooh, someone disappeared. Anyway, how many of you saw my unboxing? I would love to know because it was horrible. I was laughing at myself after, like, should I do it again? I mean, this is bad. Oh no. Yeah, that was a bad one. But maybe it's just me that is noticing, or maybe I'm just too critical of myself. You should be, Paige, because I'm all over the place in that one. Words keep disappearing for me. I'm showing the drills, and 2 times I'm like saying the wrong numbers. I'm like, see, Don, I don't do that much with my videos. I film them, I put them in the program, and put the video in the front and in the intro and the outro, and that's it. And unless that I've promised to put in a photo or something, then I do that. But I'm not the big editor. I just basically do the video, put it in the editor program, and off you go. Leslie, me too. I missed videos too. But it's fun. I'm not. I don't think that I will ever be the big editor of my videos because they don't need to be perfect. This is me. This is who I am. You missed it too, Bethan? It's okay. I can laugh at it enough for all of us, I think. Yeah. I don't want it to be perfect because I'm not perfect. I mean, and again, I've heard some of the other content creators talk about how much time they use to make the videos and to edit it, and I'm like, you know what, I don't have the energy to do that. You're gonna have to do with what I'm doing. I don't intend for my channel to ever be, I don't know, monetized or whatever. I just intend to have fun with it, and Paige have to edit my videos, otherwise you'd get a million silences where I lost my train of thought and had to try again. Well, so do I. Or I'm looking for a word that disappeared out of my mouth the second I was trying to say it. Pain brain. But again, that is who I am. Um, I mean, if it's there are some people out there when doing videos, they tell something and there's a long break and then they start talking again. I'm like, isn't this supposed to be, I don't know, weapon chat or whatever? Then why aren't you chatting? Or maybe it's because I chat too much. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know I'm very chatty. I can talk for for a very long time. But who was it that asked me, if it wasn't weird making videos because you're basically talking to yourself? And I looked at that person like, I'm sorry, have you ever met me before? And the person was like, oh, yeah, that's right. You do talk a lot. I know. I mean, I I was born talking, I'm pretty sure. Uh, yeah, my mom used to say I talk too much, but apparently it didn't change anything. I I just talked everywhere, but when she was around. But yeah, even I remember some of the reports with grades and stuff. I would say Mia is a great student. She knows her stuff and she's never late with her assignments or anything, but she has a tendency to talk a lot. I'm like, no. Oh no. Uh, Paige, yes, those silences can happen with me. I get brain fog, ADHD, and mama brain, and just completely blank out. Aw, I'm sorry, Paige. I just get pain brain and words escapes me. So annoying. I'm going and going and going, and I'm like, what was the word again? Hi, Nina. Oh, you're not too late. I was just wondering if you were busy today. Busy. How are you doing, Nina? Did you have a great weekend? I'm almost cooled down by now. David sent me the photo of his knee before he left from the West Coast. And I was like, you're zooming in, trying to see, how bad it was. But then when he came out of the shower, um, you could see how big it was. And it wasn't too bad, but I did have to rinse it because there was this, it sounds bad, slashes. They weren't deep, they weren't, you need to have them sewn or anything, but it was just, where I might have stone have scratched them. So I had to, to take these, what do you call those that you rinse your ear with? Anyway, you know which one I mean. And I put them in warm water and I just cleaned those little cuts. Um, and I'm like, tell me if it hurts too much. And he was like, it has to be done. Okay. So I cleaned them and then, is there a stone in there? I was like, no, I can see the white flesh. But he was like, maybe it is. And so I took a tweezer and said, you're going to feel this. And I was like, nothing here. I mean, can you feel I'm down to the flesh here? And it was okay. So I did it a few more, other places where he said there might be stones. So yeah, Hey Ashley, how are you doing? Nina, the weekend has been okay. The week though sucked. Oh, I'm sorry, Nina. What happened? And yeah, Paige does have a video and a tiny break now. Do some health stuff. Looking forward to get back to it again. Oh, isn't your channel Paige Craft maybe something else? Oh, I can't remember. Hold on, I might see if I can find it. Trying to find it. There. Yes, I found it. I will put in the link in just a second. There's the link for Pages channel. We did a few, well, no, almost a month ago, wasn't it, Paige? And she's also in my community tab. So we tried to get her to, was it 200? But yeah. You're welcome, Paige. We need to help each other, right? I mean, Ashley Pink Poodle Diamond Painting also has a channel. So yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Nina. Oh, she's starting radiation? Okay. What do they think about it? Will it help her, or is it a just a measurement trying to see if it'll help? I mean, so close to the spine, it's hard. I'm sorry, Nina. Does she know herself? I mean, she must know something is up when she's getting radiation. Cancer sucks. Really do. Yay, Don. Oh, pain relief. Yeah, okay. Uh, Ashley, yours is Pink Poodle, isn't it? Sorry. I think it is. I will try to find. Doesn't it? No, I don't think so. No, yours isn't Jules and Crafts, isn't it? Hold on. I can't find your channel. Is it you that has everything? It doesn't look like you. Pink Poodle's Craft. Is that the one? Oh, Pink Poodle Diamond Painting. Okay. Pink Poodle Diamond Painting. See, that was the one. Diamond Painting. That was more like it. That seemed more right. Rep, copy. There we go. And put in here. And go. That is Ashley's channel. But the lamp has grown around L2, spreading to L3 and L1. Oh no, and it's so low down. Yikes. Yeah, I understand that, Nina. It is horrible. Oh, your brother has cancer too? Oh my God. Yay, Ashley, you're getting more subs as well. How many are you on anyway? You only have you have 35. Please go to Ashley and sub her channel so she can get more followers. I know. How's the baby dogs doing? And the bigger dog? Ashley has a dog, Romeo, right now, who had, when they found him, he had um, broken jaws. So he has this big contraption on his jaw right now. But he's such a good doggy. It's okay, Paige. Oh no, I hope it helps him, you know. You know, Ashley, you will get to it when you get to it. Right now, you're busy with Romeo and the puppies. Oh, he slept with you. He's such a cute puppy. Um, hold on, I will try to find a picture. Um, up there. I need to go up a while. Um, she sent a picture when she was picking him up from the vet. Nope, not that one. And he was just adorable. Here you can see the entire contraption that he has on his mouth, on the jaw, because it's broken. So yeah, he's such a good puppy. And they have, because this is in the US, um, they have this peanut butter for dogs, and he is loving it. Have you sent me a new one? Oh yeah, that is the one that I basically show. See here you can see it from the side, that metal contraption. But he's such a good boy. Are you still hiding his medication from him, Ashley? She told me, was it yesterday or the other day, that he didn't really want to take he's getting oral medication and he didn't really want to take it, but he loves that peanut butter stuff. Um, so she put some peanut butter around the syringe and he started licking that and she just all the medication into his mouth. So yeah, am I going on a summer holiday? We're not going out of the country. But we are going to take, day trips, hopefully, because we have stuff to do around the house. But hopefully we can, do day trips. Also, we have 4 cats. I mean, who wants to take the responsibility of 4 cats? But yeah, and one of them has to take medicine twice a day. I mean, it is hard to put that on other people. Oh, he knows it now. Darn it. He has to take it. Oh, I would love to, Nina. I would absolutely love to. So, yeah, he's a good boy. I can't wait to see him when all this contraption is gone. He will be a handsome boy and he will hopefully find an amazing adoptive family. I mean, even here in Denmark, when they have dogs that have been abused one way or another, they do a lot to find a family that understands that kind of dogs. One, they find a family that knows that kind of pedigree that the dog has, and then they try to find the right family that will, mix well with the dog's temper and how he's been treated. So some of the times, if it is a dog or a cat that has been abused and mistreated, they go like, this dog needs to go to a single dog cat household so that you have a lot of time to um, make the cat or dog safe. I don't know if they do that in the US or other places, but that is very important here, that the dog or cat will be in the center so that they can feel safe again. But yeah, I really like that. I mean, otherwise, a lot of people who just think, "Oh, that dog or cat is cute. I'll take that," and then you don't know what you're doing. Especially, for instance, some of the some of them they find a pedigree cat like a Bengal. I've seen that once, or a Maine Coon, or any other pedigree cat, and they put those out, and people love them, right? But all they see is the pretty colors or the long hair or whatever, and they have no idea how to treat that cat or what the temperament of the cat is. For instance, if you get a Bengal and you don't know about the race, you will be shocked because this isn't a cute little cat. This cat needs to be played with, trained with. You need to be around it a lot, and the cats are intelligent. So you need to secure your front door, otherwise it'll learn how to open it. It learns how to open windows and doors and closets because it's so bright. So you need to entertain it, to train that so that it doesn't get bored and misbehaves. And if you don't know that, you get a cat that is, you know, sad or be bad. It isn't in its right element. And yeah. And if there are other animals, then they can get to know each other on neutral ground and see if they will be suited to live together. Most of the time, if you have a mistreated or abused dog or cat, they will um, demand is it's a bad word, but they will try to get them to a single dog cat environment just to give them, that peace and quiet to for them to heal. Okay, Ashley, I'll see you later. Okay. Ooh, retreat meeting. I want to go to a retreat too. Say hi to people, and I talk to you later, Ashley. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. So yeah, they they do what they can to find the right family. Even with kittens, they do that. I mean, when we were fostering kittens, they couldn't just go and say, "Oh, my friend want to adopt that one." They were like, "Well, we need to talk to them before we say yes, because you can't just say these people are nice. We need to talk to them first," which is great because otherwise, they can't know what kind of family wants to adopt this animal. I mean, the only ones we could do that with was ourselves because they knew us. And I mean, we did adopt three of of our foster kittens. There's a reason why we had so many animals. I mean, we did have five cats. Then we had to send Oscar to the Rainbow Bridge in December, so we just have four. And we have been looking each other in the eye and saying no more. I mean, yeah. And because we have flocks with a chronic uh, herpes infection, at least his sister has that, so that might be the same. We can't bring in more kittens. I mean, even though he hasn't given any of other cats the herpes infection, kittens are, especially premature kittens, they get sick so easy. So we wouldn't want to risk anything. So as long as we have him, we can't foster any more kittens. But yeah, I mean, we have said to each other, I don't think he'll be old. I mean, he's two now, and who knows? I mean, he has fun, he's eating, he's drinking, and he's running around and he's playing. And it is only when he sneezes and whatever he's doing, that we can see that he's sick. But he does that plenty of times during the day. I mean, sometimes I'm running around after him just to wipe up the snot that goes everywhere. And I mean, most of the time I go, I'm sorry, mister, where did you find all of that goo in your little nose? I don't know. David was talking about, he read somewhere in a cat group that there was this human medicine or something that people have been using for cats that has this issue. Um, what it was used for strep throat, I think, and that is an issue because I'm not sure that you can get that as an over-the-counter medicine here. Um, but other than that, it was interesting because I would love to find a cure for him. No, not penicillin. It's something else. I can't remember the name of it. Um, it was just more or less in passing, you know. Um, yeah, but you know, he's our baby, and he's the most loving little cat that I have ever seen. I mean, he just wants to go to our shoulders and head bumps, and he has the longest canines on either side. So if he, you know, rubs up against us, we're getting scratched with his canines. But he's just the sweetest, most loving little cat. He loves to wash our hair, and I mean, I'm trying to keep him off of mine because it's so long. So he's stuck trying to get his tongue out again. But David, he's washing his hair all the time, especially when he's been out biking, because then his hair is sweaty and filled with salt. And yeah, he loves it. And you can just, he's in heaven, that little cat. And he just wants to go up on our shoulders and rub up against us. And yeah, yesterday I was sitting in our couch, and he actually did this twice. He came up and he put his paw right here. He did, you know, put in his claws, but he didn't hurt at all. And then he put his little head down between his paws and he was just purring away. It was so sweet. Dawn, you give one of your cats medicine for epilepsy? Yeah, we do that with Max as well, twice a day. I mean, it isn't hard. He's very good at it. He just doesn't like it when we're doing it, you know. I grab around his mouth and then I pull his head back and opens the bottom jaw and just stick it down. And it takes like a minute, maybe 20 seconds. And then, you know, I'm kissing him on the nose and saying, such a good boy, and rubbing his head and stuff like that. Um, Trying to get his mind off what I just did. And he isn't angry or anything. He has his little games because he hears me grab that box with his medicine in it. Sorry. Oh! And he makes it into a game, you know. I don't chase him. I don't want to chase him. But I just walk slowly, you know, to where he is at that moment. And then you can almost see this little smile, that little glint in his eyes. And he starts to walk away. And you know, he isn't running and he isn't scared. You can see that this is a game. So he's, you know, walking ahead of me and he's looking back, and you know, usually in the morning he goes to the door that leads to the catio. So we go over there. I give him his medicine, and sorry again. Um, then he and Pelle comes to the kitchen and get their yogurt wannabe thingy that we eat for breakfast. And then when they have had that, I open the door to the catio. When he's getting his night medicine, he plays even more, you know. I get the medicine and he's like not running but jogging around the house, and I try to figure out where he's going. And usually um we can move around in a circle almost. So I try to figure out, oh, you go that way. So I go, sorry again. Oh, I don't know about the yawning. So I meet him halfway there, and he looks at me, go like, "Darn it, you got me again." And we do this almost every evening. So I go down and I cuddle him and scratch his ears and his chin, and he's like, "Oh yeah, woman, please keep on." So I just grab him again, head back, open mouth, and he shakes his head like, "Oh, what did you do?" And he gets more scratches and stroking, and then he looks at me like, "I'm busy, woman. I need to go now." And then he runs off to the garden or whatever. If it's still open, he runs to the catio. And because it's so warm outside, they get to stay out there until it's dark. So yeah, but he's so funny about that medicine. He doesn't resist it in any way. I mean, the only times he's like, "I don't want this right now," is when Spark is in his head. And I understand that. Who wants somebody in your head when you're getting medicine? I mean, because he's like, "What are you doing? I want to be in here." What? What? And I'm like, "Darn it, cat, please. You don't need this." I mean, so usually I pick up Max and we go somewhere, so we have a little peace and quiet, and he gets his medicine without any issues at all. It's just that little black cat. He's so jealous. I have never met a cat that is that afraid of being left out, which he isn't at all. He's getting all the love he needs. He's just, "I'm not getting enough" or something. I don't know. Have you tried that with a cat? Please let me know if you have ever had a cat or a dog for that instance who is so jealous of the other ones, because this one baffles me. I mean, it isn't unheard of that they come running and they all want scratches and love and whatnot. But this is crazy. Hi, Francesca. How are you doing? You just got back from lunch? Well, welcome. Lunch sounds nice. What did you have? I mean, it would be dinner here. Leslie, have I ever thought about getting a custom diamond painting of my cats? Not really. Not that I don't love them, but no, no. I mean, the only one I would consider would be some of those that we lost, just because they're still in my heart. But no, I mean, if I would ever do a custom, it would be of Rosa. I don't think I would do cats. No, no. Or maybe if I've taken a picture of nature or something that is really beautiful or whatever. But again, I don't do landscapes. I'm not sure that I will ever do a custom. I'm not sure. Maybe. I don't know. It was brunch. Ooh, I love brunch. I want to go to brunch soon. Maybe in our vacation or something. But we don't really have any great brunch places anymore. We used to have one in one of our town squares. They had the most amazing brunch. I could go down there every day, but we don't have that anymore. It closed. It was kind of like a brewery. They made all the local beers up on the other floors, and then in the bottom they had a restaurant, and that brunch was an amazing one. So yeah, have you done a custom one, Leslie? I mean, I have a friend. She's been doing customs of her own dogs and everyone else's dogs. And I mean, they look gorgeous. But if I would have to make a custom of all of my cats, it would have to be I don't know, 200 by 200 or something like that. And That would be a big one. But yeah, I think I actually just prefer doing, artwork. I don't know. No, I think Rosa would be the only one that I would consider doing a custom of. Yes, thank you, Don. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up before you're leaving. Francesca is asking what everybody's diamond painting these days. I am on the second row of Amethyst by Muka, and it is from a Naples Outpost. I mean, I'm not on the second row. I barely started the second row. What are you working on, Francesca? I would like to know that. And how is it going with the diamond painting to your website? Oh, yeah, Don, you're doing your mystery landscape. That is cool. Did we lose Paige or is he just working and looking? Work and look away. I mean, we must have some workers and lurkers in here, and I love it. You're working on a smaller craftably called Lily Lagoon. Do I know that one? Maybe. You have one row left on the Northern Light one, Nina? Cool. So many flowers. I need to go check it out on your Instagram, Dawn. See, you were working and liking page. I do that a lot too if I'm in somebody's live. It depends on whose live it is. I mean, for some, I like to be, interactive and write and chat. But in others, it's just like, hi, I'm here, gonna work and look and just dart away. So yeah. Nina, which one are you gonna do next? Have you been looking at Diamond Art Club's page to see if there's anyone you want to try? And I will let you know the next time that I'm gonna buy anything. Hopefully it'll be a while. While the company launch order of diamond painting is underway, I am slowly getting hand chartings into review and sent back for changes. Honestly, I'm worried about the supplier's timing. Oh no, Francesca, I'm sorry. I hope it'll be okay. I mean, I have heard from others that these suppliers is very important and how good they are. Will you get tests sent before you buy them? I mean, I've heard from others that these are quite important so you know the quality. Paige is still working on her Easter diamond painting. You're so ready to be done. So, and you promised yourself that you would complete it before starting something new. Lastly, I've thought about turning a pic of my pets into AI and styling it a bit and turning it into a diamond painting, but I have a big stash already, so it'll be a while. I know that one. Mm, Francesca was hoping to launch in August, but we'll see. And your partner is also working and legging besides your page. Thank you for being here. Hi, back. What is your partner's name, Paige? Nina, there are so many from DAC I would love, but for now I only have the cheap ones I bought at a layer sale. What is the name of that? I forgot it. Um, Anthony, I'm working on your Jaded Gem Shop cross stitch conversion, but I'll be kitting up another Jaded Gel shop gem shop when I get home. Which one are you gonna kit up, Anthony? Francesca, I've already reviewed real samples of some which I use as part of my decision of supplier choice. That is a good idea, Francesca. And Francesca is saying hello, hello. Perrin, well, hello, Perrin. Nice to see you here as well. I'm happy that you're here as well. I mean, it means a lot to me. Oh, you will have hikers? Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Francesca. She makes the most beautiful pieces of art. I have, she released some last week or the week before, and I was so close, to write to her and say, can I, buy this piece of art, pay you, and then ask someone to make it into a diamond painting because I loved it. Um, but yeah, she's making the most beautiful AI. And I know it is, you know, people have opinions about AI, but I mean, as long as write it or say that, hey, I have AI in my stash, yeah. Yes, Francesca, that would be my custom idea. That would be. She has one. It was a girl with a cat, with a black cat, and I mean, if she could change the color a little, it would be me and Spock. And it's like, oh, that would be fun, wouldn't it? Maybe I could get her to do a Bengal, and it would be Oscar. I don't know. I have to ask her because that would be fun. Yeah. She also has some fairies that are so beautiful. Nina will go to DAC's page and find a few I would like. So if I get one with your next order, that would be fantastic. Yeah, we talked about that. And I will let you know whenever I decide to get one again. Hopefully they will restock Magic Potion soon because I mean I have three that I will break my no buy for. Well, two and a half. One of them being Magic Potion, and then the half because I like it, but it isn't life important. That will be From Dusk to Dawn, and then the one that I really really hope they release is the Scott Howden one that was in a vote in August of last year, where you see this girl that is knitting and she has planets around her and nebulae, and all of them is kind of the planets have knitting around them and the nebulae the same. It's like I need that one because this is my world. It is knitting and it is diamond painting. I need. You have to. Darn, I was looking earlier today and it wasn't there. That's not fair. Hold on. When did it release? See, it's gone already. I was looking earlier today and it isn't there. I have been looking every day, several times a day. Anthony, I think I'll be kitting up Borealis from Henry Clive. That one is beautiful. Nina, did I show you that I got the cat one up on the wall? Yes, I saw that. It looks good. I'm happy that you loved it. Just the other day, Dawn? I look every day, and I should have gotten a notification because I have been asking for notifications several times. I've gotten from several other ones, but not the magic potion. So that is weird if I didn't get that. That is weird. Hmm. I have to look into that for some reason. But that is the one that I want. And then the Scott Howden, and then maybe Dusk to Dawn. You want Magic Potion 2, Dawn? It is beautiful. And it is longer than me. I guess the only one that is longer than that one would be the Minions Love or whatever it's called, is a round one. I think that one is 168 centimeters, 186 centimeters or something. That is actually almost as tall as David. Yeah, wow. Had it not been around, I would absolutely love that one. But yeah, I'm trying, But thankfully, you can't write this in the DAC um, VIP group because not to hurt anyone's feelings. But thankfully, the last many weeks, I haven't had the "ooh, I want that one." I think the last time I bought was from the anniversary. Yeah, that is the last time. So I'm good. I mean, I don't have the space for all of it. I'm trying to figure out what to do with all these AliExpress ones because I don't want them, hanging around all the time. I need the space for the Diamond Art Club ones, maybe. I don't know. Those would be funnier to hang, wouldn't it? I mean, I love the golden tears, and I also like this one. I like the most of those that I have done because again, I buy diamond paintings I want to do, but I don't know what to do with these because I don't have boxes. So I don't know. And I mean, I could ask, for example, this one, the golden tier. I could maybe ask at the senior center where my mother-in-law lives. Would this be something for you to have on your wall? And I could do the same with the secret garden, because those are artwork, really. You could make a display board like the one that I have made. See, the biggest issue is that we don't really have a wall where you can get far enough away for them to really, get to the right distance. Because you do need to have a certain distance um, for them not to be pixelated. Because the places where we could hang them, we have other stuff hanging. So yeah. And again, I mean, this is my hobby. David isn't necessarily into the same as I am. I mean, we do have wall space, but not for diamond painting because our hall is, I don't know, 2 meters apart or something. So that isn't enough for diamond paintings. At least not a big one as I do. This is so funny. These iced teas, we used to get them in these what do you call them? Oh my god! In these sort of cans, aluminum cans, and then all of a sudden they changed them into these little plastic bottles, which I like the idea. The idea is good, but now we just get a lot of extra plastic because these can't be recycled here in Denmark. I don't even think they can in Germany. Nope, no recycle tag on it. Nope. So we just need to put them in the recycle bin in hard plastic. That is silly, isn't it? Instead of squishing them and putting them in aluminum, they can then be molten into new metallics. This is just plastic in a world where we always already have enough plastic. So yeah, you love those iced. Nina loved those iced teas, but unfortunately, it is with artificial sweetener. I know, and I know some people can't do that. I don't have an issue. I mean, you can get them with regular sugar. Sugar. That's the Danish word almost. But what I like about these, they have 0 calories. But yeah, and they're great in the summer. Even though I don't put mine in the fridge at all, I just drink them as is because we have them in the garage and the garage is cool. It isn't cold, but cool. So when I get them from there, they are actually a little cool. And I don't like things that are so cold directly from the fridge. I've never liked that. It's the same with water. I turn on the cold faucet and I drink as cold as that get. Well, not as cold, but it's the same with soda, Nina. I prefer the Pepsi Max, but I can drink the regular Pepsi as well. Sorry for the crinkle. I like this. This is coconut, little cubes of coconut. Oh, you can see the sun coming in there. Little cubes of coconut. So it's not candy. I mean, if you go to Lidl, they have these bigger ones of iced tea with sugar in it. But yeah, I mean, how many of you prefer sodas or pop or whatever you call them with sugar? And how many of you prefer the sugar-free version? That would be something that I would like to know because I know people are divided on that one. Sorry. Go back around 3 to 3.5 years. Um, and I would only drink sugared soda, pop. Um, but then we started doing the sense diet, and they didn't discourage anything you eat, but they did prefer if you wanted soda pop that you drink the sugar-free one, if it was possible, because those you could drink as many as if you like. Whereas if you drank the sugared one, you need to watch out how many. And it isn't that I have been drinking a lot of soda or pop. It's just like I like the idea of deciding for myself how many I wanted. And in the beginning, all the fizz in them made me burp a lot. They don't anymore. Um, but yeah. Mm, Paige just prefer sugar free. Dawn is saying sugar free for sure. Francesca sugar free, but I don't drink that much soda. Um, Nina gets the meanest headache from the artificial sweetener, so you only do with sugar. I'm sorry about that. Francesca, usually I don't drink a lot of soda, but I drink more of them in the summer just because it's easy hydrated. I mean, if I'm thirsty, I can drink this little one in one go. If I'm really thirsty, I can't really do that with water. I think no, I don't know. Water fills up in a different way. Have you ever noticed that? That oh, I prefer water too, but I do need to have a little um, something that makes it taste different, kind of like this one. This is water and it has a taste in it. But these are those I drink most of these. This is 1 liter, and I try to drink 2 of those a day. Try, because if I then have some of these or I have some coffee, I mostly get 1.5 of these. This is I had a half a liter from yesterday, so I need to drink this one because I have the iced tea as well. But then you don't do artificial sweeteners, so you're like Nina. That's cool. But yeah, Dawn, I water is the best you can drink. And sugar, darn it, coffee is actually dehydrating. So if you drink a lot of coffee, you will actually dehydrate yourself. And then you need to drink more water. So yeah, most people don't think about that. That is why I only allow myself to drink. There you go again. Sorry. Oh my God. Sorry. Um, if I drink coffee every day, I allow myself to have one coffee because I don't want to dehydrate myself. Because then, I have to drink even more. And I already do drink a lot of fluid. About around 2 liters a day is, for some, it is a lot. For me, it's what I've been used to for, I don't know, 15 years or so. I remember when I worked at the hospital and I cleaned and you know, gave food to the patients. I was drinking kind of the same now, 2 to 2.5 liters of water during the day. And one of the nurses um, found out how much water I was drinking. And she was like, "Oh, do you know that you could be diabetic?" And I said, "Yeah, well, I don't think that I am. No, but I would like to do a test because if you are, you need to get medicine." Yeah. Back then, my fear of needles were out of control, really. It was a phobia. And I have never liked that poke in the finger. It hurts so bad. So she told me, okay, if I can't do it in the finger, I could do it in the ear because you don't have any um, nerves in the ear. It only bleeds a little more, she said to her. Okay, you can do that. So she poked me in the ear and I got, a little cotton ball and held it until it stopped bleeding. And she went like, yeah, you don't have diabetes. You don't have a blood, low blood sugar. And I was like, I know. So yeah. And then she was like, well, it is a little later the day. You might actually had something to eat. So if you come in the morning, I'll try it again. I was like, sure, whatever. So I came in the next morning before work and she did it again. And my poor ear felt like a pin needle something. Um, Needle cushion, that's the word. And she was like, so you haven't eaten anything? He's like, nope. And you haven't had anything to drink? She's like, no, you told me yesterday not to. And she was like, well, everything looks good. It's like, fine. Can I then drink my water as much as I please? I was like, yeah, sure. But don't drink more than 3 liters because then you wash out all the fluid, all the salts and stuff like that. She's like, I know. Yeah. I don't know how many times I have been checked for diabetes because I drink a lot. Don, I'm diabetic but control my insulin with my diet so you don't need to take insulin. You're so cool, Don. Yeah. Some people can do it with, the diet, others can do it with a pill, and then there are some that need the injections. And I would die if I ever had to do that. I mean, I'm still scared of needles, which is why I'm so surprised at myself with the um, ear acupuncture. It is needles, and she has to touch my ear. That is two things that I hate, and I'm doing it. So yeah, but we do have diabetes in my family, so it is a fair question. But yeah, Nina, I'm the same way. Drink a lot of water every day. The doctor always makes me take the diabetic test every time I'm there. I'm in there for yearly checkup because if I have high blood pressure and the medicine and whatever. So I'm getting a yearly checkup. where I have to do all the stuff, blood and pee and everything. And they do check my blood sugar, both the short one and the long term one. And every year they lay smack in the middle of everything. Um, my there is one of my liver count that is always a bit high. The one that tells you if you have an infection or not. But that number has been high all my life. It isn't high. It's just a little over what it has, what the max should be. But my mom has the same, so that might just be a family thing for me and my mom. But yeah, other than that, everything is fine. So I'm not that worried. I mean, even though I'm not the healthiest person in the world, I mean, I can see myself. So far, I'm okay. And if I'm ever not, then I need to do something. So yeah, because I know it isn't healthy. I do know that, but I have my body against me. You know, I need to kick myself in the butt and get to use my electric bike more. Sometimes I'm just too lazy. I need to be kicked in the butt, okay? Like really hard. Yeah, that is a bad habit of mine. So yeah. Any of you having that issue? Or are you out there doing sports often? I know that Anthony is the active type. He goes on hikes and runs and camps and yeah. Have you been camping yet, Anthony? See, I'm a bad follower because I haven't been seeing all the videos. So yeah, it's funny. Every time we have been on vacation down south, I have been walking like 10, 15, 20,000 steps a day, and it isn't an issue. But put me here back home, I'm like, meh. I don't need that. Maybe I should do vacations more often. That would be an idea. Then I would walk and walk and walk. Especially if we went to the old hotel that we've been to several times, because the bungalows that you sleep in are scattered all around the ground they have. And then you have the head building where you have the restaurant and everything you need is in the middle of the ground. So you have to walk a lot down this, and this is stairs all the way. They do have these main roads that you can go down, and they have the carts that you can say, "Hi, I would like to be driven to my bungalow." Um, but I actually like taking all the stairs and look. You know, you can take a view over the bay, and you can look into Marmaris. I like that because you get a view and you can do it in your own, time. You don't need to race up and down the stairs. Which, by the way, if I did that, I would pass out. Um, but I just like walking up and down those stairs. It is easier, by the way, downstairs than upstairs. But yeah, alone those trips, because you go down to breakfast and you go back up to your bungalow to get ready for the beach or whatever you're doing that day. And then you go down the stairs to the beach or to the swimming pool. Then you go back up again to get ready for dinner. And then you go back down again for dinner and the show. And then you go back up again to go to bed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times up and down in one day. I mean, and one of the times we were like all the way as far as you could come away from everything. So yeah, we tried. Did I try to count how many steps it were? I think I did. And it was around 200 steps or something. I don't know. It's been years. I mean, the first time we were down there were, when was that? 2016, 17? I don't know. The first time we went to Marmaris would be, I don't know. The last time we were down there was 19. I'm not sure. We've been down to that hotel 3 times. So yeah, that became our favorite hotel just because of the view, and we were away from Marmaris. Means we had nice and quiet and nature, which was in a um, what is it called when nobody can change anything? Nature reserve. You know, they couldn't. It was protected, and I liked that. And you had all the cicadas, um, and you had fish in the water that you could give bread, and yeah, you know, I just like that. I mean, we also the first year we were down there, we lived in Marmaris, which wasn't, you know, it wasn't bad at all. It was just more noisy. And I mean, we for 2 years we've been living in a village, so obviously I enjoy quiet. When we were at Rosa's birthday party, I noticed all the cars driving, you know, outside the garden, and I was like, I'm so happy I live in a village. This is so much noise. And again, this is one of the most used roads in town. So of course it's worse than anywhere else maybe. But I'm like, yeah, I'm happy with my village life. But yeah, I don't know. Yikes. I'm getting run over by a pillow. So does any one of you have a question for me today? Usually Francesca has a question of some sort. Oh, Dawn, I live overlooking a beautiful lake and all the land around us is protected. That is so, oh my God, that must be beautiful, Dawn. I have to walk like 5 to, oh yeah, Francesca, I'm just, but usually you ask something you can use. Um, if I walk like 5 to 10 minutes, I oversee, you know, beautiful water. And if I go to the church about 6 minutes away, I can oversee that it isn't a lake. It goes to the ocean. Um, Francesca, I have no idea where Berta is today. No idea. Somewhere, probably. Or she is working and working. I don't know. I haven't seen her. You saw her in a live? Which live? Who goes live before me? I don't know. I suspect she comes when she wants to. I mean, nobody has to be here every time. Oh, Rebecca, she was in there? Bad Berta. That means she was awake. Maybe she fell asleep again. I don't know. I don't know. So nobody has any questions? We take audience questions now, please. Oh, thank you, Nina. You want to be with me every time. I appreciate that. Francesca didn't know that Paint Jam did mysteries. Aren't they the company that does the tiny one? Yes. Hi, April. They do these little tiny ones. And I don't know, was it 6 months or so? They did mysteries, which is just, you know, they take different ones from all the sets they have, and you just don't know which one you get. April, that sounds like a very good idea. Sleeping in is, it should be a law, shouldn't it? Sleep ins is important. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe it's just me. I mean, I do sleep in most days because I get up late according to everybody else. But I do go to bed late also. So maybe, I mean, sometimes when David is up early and going for his bike rides, then I sleep in, despite the alarm blaring in the background. But I really get sometimes the alarm is a part of my dream, so I don't wake. Yeah. How are you doing, April? Did you have a nice day? A nice day, yeah, sure, it's early. A nice weekend. I keep forgetting that it isn't so late for you guys. I would have imagined that that would have been gone by now. Apparently not. Eventually, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's something that I have to live with as long as I take this medication. I will be yawning. You had a fine weekend, April. I'm glad to hear that. I really am. So, does any of you have any exciting plans this week that I get to ask you about next Sunday? And what diamond painting will you be doing next as of right now? I mean, we know which one Anthony's going to do because that is the one that he's going to kit up. He might going to do it. I don't know. Because he does have a lot of kitted up diamond paintings. No, wait, did he do most of them by now? I can't remember. I have to ask. Yeah, I hope so, Dina. I hope so too, Nina, that you get a little peace and quiet and not that many bad news. Francesca, you are hoping to finish the one you're working on by next weekend. Okay. So, do you have any plans for which one you're going to do next? My plans for this week is tomorrow I have Rosa, and tomorrow I need to go to the pharmacy to pick up some dressing for David's wound and clean his wound again. And I have to do that for a few days. So, mm, Paige, parent is kidding up what lies beneath. And I want to do Voyager from DAC or a smaller snack size from Oraloa. What lies beneath is beautiful. And Voyager is actually, beautiful too. April, I've started another little small off-brand lilac by Van Gogh. That one is cute. That's too small. Also finishing each tree has a soul. I think I know which one is that. Isn't it funny, April? Um, which group was it that I was in? It is one where they allow you to show non um, copyright diamond paintings, which there's a lot of those. Oh, sorry, but I have noticed that in a lot of these groups where you can AliExpress and stuff like that, a lot of people is complaining that the diamond paintings doesn't look good and why didn't they tell me that this isn't what the picture looked like and yada yada. And I'm like, sweetie pie, you should be able to tell yourself that if you have a big picture like it looks big, it won't be looking as like that if you just buy a 30 by 40 or a something like that. Logically, you should be able to tell yourself that it won't look like the picture. Or is it just me? I don't know. Leslie, I have 3 whips, so July will be for finishing all of them before I decide on the next. I think I might be do I think I might be doing a Curtis Reikovitz. That is from Dreamer Design, right? Dawn, I'm hoping to finish mine in the next couple of days. Then I'm gonna work on one with parrots. Ooh, 5 rainbow trees. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, wow. That one is cute. Francesca, then I'll only have 2 diamond paintings left in my small stash. One is astronomer, which I can't do until next year with you. The other is I Miss You, which Lisette and I were going to do together. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's also been a while since I saw Lisette. Yeah, I can't wait to do the astronomer with you all. It'll be fun, isn't it? I also need to work on a Facebook page. Hmm. So that if people want to join in, we can have a weekly how much have I done, so that we could do it both on Instagram and on Facebook. And I don't know, I'm still working out all the kinks in that. Francesca, yes, she didn't have that diamond painting herself, but Berta has it, and she will bring it to the retreat that is this week. So she and Shell, I think, will be looking at it, and then they'll, try to figure out what special drills would be possible to use. So yeah, hopefully she will. I don't know if she will make, a pack to buy, or if she will make a list of these are the ones that I would suggest. I don't know which one she'll do, but she will be doing it. I'm kind of, I wonder which one she'll suggest. That will be fun, right? But yeah, you really only have 2 diamond paintings left in your stash, Francesca, and then from now on it'll be your own one. I can't say that. I mean, look at all that. I mean, it's bad, and I know mine isn't as big as some. I saw in the VIP group someone who showed just a tidbit of her gems flow, and it was like 4 bought not received, and then down below you had the in my stash, and it was like 250 something. And I was like, I would be so stressed. I mean, yay you if you can work with that, but my head would be spinning if I had that many. Nina, how do you all choose if you have a large stash? Well, for some it's easy because if there is an event going, you have kind of a theme to do. Others is like they diamond paint from feelings, or how they yeah, feelings most, I think. So I mean, it is some like colors right now. I'm in the mood to do blues, or I want to do something colorful, or I need nature color. You listen to yourself. That's how some people do it, but I think a lot of people is working with events, and there is actually events going every month, and there's some months have like 5, 10 events going. So yeah, you can basically join several events every month if you want to. I mean, I so far these 3 that I've been doing from March until now, those have been events. And then after this one, I will do one. I mean, it depends on when I'm done with this because I need to buy the stuff that I need for the cross stitch conversion that I want to be doing. But that one will be me breaking my own rules because that one will need to be a second diamond painting for a long time because I can't work on that, all the time. That won't be a long term project, which is okay. It'll be my first time doing that, but I probably will try to one panel at a time, hopefully. Um, and I also need to buy more containers so that it can have its own set. Um, yeah, so yeah, but really, it's some people do events and some people just some even do a you have this wheel that you can put in names of your stash and then you just push and then you do the one that the arrow points. What's it called? It isn't a common picker, random common picker. It is called, hold on, spin the wheel. Yeah, that is what some people do. Spin the wheel. I might do that if I had a period of time where I don't want to do any events and just want to pick something. If I don't, have an idea of what I want to pick, I don't know. How do the rest of you choose? This was my. How do you choose which one to do? I would like to know that, and Nina would too, apparently. So let us know. How do you choose? Francesca goes by mood. I also like switching between small and large and doing around here and there between the square kits. Yeah, I think most of people do it like that, mood or events. And I do know a lot of people who go square round, big, small. April goes by feeling and mood. I do, a lot of people go like they have a big one, then they do a snack size, a small one, once or two of those, and then they go back to a big one. And I mean, I think people do it differently all the time. Dawn chooses an event, and if no event, then I just pick whatever strikes your fancy. Yeah, so kind of like antidote to what Francesca said. Yeah, I can switch between round and square, but yeah, and I only have very very few snack sized one. I mean, I have the Dobby, and then I have the Flintstone and the Rainbow Cloud from Unimate. That is the snack sized one that I have. So I don't have a lot of those. But yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So my people, my friends, my beloved Facebook family, um, we have been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes. So we had a lot of fun today. Yay. But maybe you all need to, I don't know, go somewhere, do something. I don't know. I need to go somewhere only I can go in a, I don't know, not too far away future. Um, so it might need to end soon. But before I head out, I would love to have all the workers and lurkers to give me some kind of an emoji so that I know who has been in here with me. So please, the workers and lurkers, give me an emoji. Let's see if people are listening. I'm glad you're here, April. And yeah, nobody's late. Will be the workers and lurkers. Give me an emoji. They don't want to show themselves. I think they're just shy or something. Come on, people. Let me see who's here. And Dawn is sending prayers and love to Nina and her family. I think my workers and lurkers are shy. They don't want to be seen. Please, will you send me an emoji? Don't be shy. I won't tell anybody. I wonder who's here that don't want to show themselves. I did this a few weeks ago and people did send me emojis. And I was like, yay, you're in here. Thank you. And now they're all, nope, don't want to do it. Yeah, I know, Paige, but you're not working and lurking right now. You're talking with us. Alice, hey, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Who else? Who else? Maybe the line is slow, Nina? That has to be in their end. My line ain't slow. Maybe. I don't know how far behind. I mean, I think usually it's just a couple of seconds. I think. I don't know. Maybe. Sometimes when I'm watching lives, I'm like a second or two behind. So, yeah. Maybe Alice is the only one who isn't shy today. Maybe. I don't know. It would be fun to have a list so that you can see who's in here. I mean, not that I would use it for anything, I'm just curious because I love that people just sit and work and like. Okay, Alice was the only one who wanted to send an emoji for being working and liking, and time is just going and going. So I am going to say thank you to each and everyone who was here, who talked to me, who worked and liked, and I hope you enjoyed me rambling about everything and nothing about my life and answering questions. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the time. I knew I did. And then we will see each other hopefully next Sunday in my next live. I hope you will show up again. And yeah. Thank you and goodbye for today to Nina and Beth Ann and Dawn and Francesca and Paige. I hope you will all have an amazing week, no matter if you've been talking to me and or not. So yeah, bye everybody. Don't forget to send a thumbs up, give me a message down below, and yeah, bye everybody. See you next week. Love you. Bye.